Hello guys, welcome to the channel. So today we're going to implement a store application where you can add products and search products. For example, I can add a spaghetti product. If I add the product, it is going to be displayed here. And also, let's say I want to search for products starting with P. If I type P, you can see that products starting with P are displayed first, and products that includes P, they are included at the bottom of the list. And if I clear the input box, you can see that all the products are displayed. So we are going to do this by React and Typescript, so stay tuned. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to create a new React application. So I'm going to call it grocery store. So as you can see, now the project has been created. So I'm going to remove the default CSS style, and also I'm going to remove everything. So I'm going to create a new folder. I'll call it components. So inside this folder, let's create the main store component. Let's call it main store. For now, it is just retaining an empty div like this. So let us call this component from the app component, like so, and I'll run the application. So now the application is now running. So let's start adding the add products functionality. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another div, and I'm going to put the input element here. So the type is going to be text. I'm going to put another input of type button, and I'm going to call it add product. So if I save, as you can see, I now have the inputs displayed. So let us go and create the CSS. So we want to create a CSS called draw, and the display is going to be flex, and the flex direction is going to be raw, and I'm going to add some spaces between, and I also put some margin of about 3 rem, and I'm going to create another div here, and I'll say div, and I'll put raw here. And for class name, it's called raw. Let me copy this. If I save it, the items are well displayed. So the next step, in order to add elements, I need to create a state for that. So I'm going to add a state for that, products, and set products. I'm going to use the hook useState, which is going to be of type string array, and the initial value is going to be an empty array. So every time the button add product is clicked, if there is a value on this input, it is going to be stored in the product. So in order to get the value from this input, I'm going to use ref. So ref, which is equal to product element. So I'm going to create the ref product element here, which is equal to useRef as mutable ref object. So the type is going to be HTML input element. So I'm going to add the callback function on the add product button. Every time when it's clicked, it is going to add the product into the product state. So I'm going to say add product So I'm going to get the value which is equal to current product value, which is equal to product element dot current dot value. So if the product element is null, we're going to give it an empty string. And we're going to check if the current product is empty. We're going to stop here, and if it has a value, we're going to set the product, and we're going to use the spread operator to take the previous products and add the new one, current product value here. Right, so now let us add the callback to the add product button. So on click, I'm going to pass in product here. Let me import this. If I start typing products and if I add here, you see nothing is being displayed here. So let us create another component to display the products. So I'm going to create another file. So display products. So let us create the props interface for this component. So for the props, it is going to take products of type string, of an array of type string. So this it is going to take props of type display props. Yeah. So first we're going to create the list for the products. Product list elements. Let's take the products and map them and say for each product. Yeah. So for each product we are going to return a list like this. So for the key we can just give it the product and the display value is going to be product. And the work component is going to return a div of unordered list. Let's give it the product lists like so. So let's go back to the main store and let us add another div, and inside this div let us call the display products. And we are going to pass the products array like so. Let us also add a CSS to center the products display component. Center item. So display flex justify content center. So class name center item. So you can see now we are now displaying the products. Let us say spaghetti. Yeah. So you can realize that as I add the products, the input is not being cleared. So in order to clear the input every time a product is added, we have to take the reference product element dot current dot value and put the empty value in like so. Save it. You can see that if I say oranges, it's being cleared. Apples, it's being cleared. So now we have added the add product functionality. Let us go and create the search functionality. And for that, I'm going to add another row here below the add products. Let me create another div. So now we have the input to enter the product name. So instead of creating another state for the filtered products, the best way to approach this problem is to keep track of the search text. So I'm going to create another state for that, and I'll call this search text set search text, which is equals to useState type string. So inside the search text, whenever we change the value, we are going to pass it to the callback function, and the callback function is going to change the search text. So let us create the callback function. So let us call the callback function search text. And this callback function is going to retrieve the current search text. So before that, let us add the reference to our search input. Search element new table, and is going to be HTML input element. So the current search text value will be search element dot current dot value. If any of this is null, we're just going to put an empty string, and we're going to set the search text like so. Current search text. So inside the search input, we're going to add the search text on the change value. Okay, I think let us name this change search text. So each time the value is changed, we're going to call the change search text like this. Let us go ahead and create the functionality to filter products by the search text. So we're going to call this function get filtered products. And it is going to take the products, take the products type of array string, and also the search query of type string. So if the search query is empty, so if this search query is false like this, we are just going to return the products, like all the products. If it's not, we're going to filter the products. So first we're going to create two predicates. let me create the predicates outside here. The start with and the includes predicate. So I'll start with this start with predicate, which is going to take a product of type string and a search query of type string. So first I'm going to get the lowercase of the product. Now say product lowercase, which is equal to product dot to lowercase, like this. And I'm going to return product lowercase dot product lowercase start with search query. And also I'm going to create another predicate for includes a predicate, which is going to take the same parameters like the previous predicate, string search query of type string. I'm just going to do the same thing, product lowercase, which is equal to product lowercase, like this, and it is going to return. The product already starts with the search query, which means it will be already included. So this should be false. This start with should be false. Product and search query, it will be false. And the product lowercase should include the search query, like this. So let us go to the get filtered products. So this is going to return the products dot filter. So we are going to pass the product here, and then we are going to return the start with predicate. And first we are going to pass the products, and so first we are going to pass the product in the search query here. And also it is going to return the products again dot filter. We are going to pass the product and also the includes predicate, which is going to take into account the product in the search query, like this. So this is our final get filtered products. So what we are going to do, instead of passing products here, we are just going to pass the get filtered products, and we're going to pass the products plus the search text to lowercase, like this. Yeah, so I've just added an empty string here. So that's basically it, guys. So I'll save the files. So I'll add products like potatoes, apples, peppermint. I just add paper. And if I type P, it's now working. Potatoes like this. And if I clear, you can see that all the products are displayed. I've put the link to my GitHub. You can see the source code there. And thank you guys for watching.